What is this circle? I don't... What was this? I'm good at Marvel Rhymes. I'm playing... See, this is my second puberty right here. And I'm very good at playing Jeff, because Jeff ult is very good because it grabs people from the center. And if it has line of sight, but I'm able to just jump off the edge and and to shoot people off the edge and they die. And right now, I think my second puberty is wearing off because it's been 2 minutes, and I think at 3 minutes, it wears off, and it should be all good. Hey guys, did you know I'm unemployed, which means I'm really just good at you know, I'm working for myself when you think about it, because for me, I'm working for me and myself, and that means there's only one person getting paid, and that one person is me. And I've been working for myself for about 18 to 19 years now, and for the past 6-7 months, I've been getting a fuck ton of money. And I've been getting a fuck ton of money, dollar signs and pound signs, because I'm multicultural like that, because I'm inclusive of blacks and whites. And also gays. Well, the thing is that I like women. But like his men, that's a big old tick for me. And then you got women over here, and they're like they have a dress or something, and then arms, and that's a big no. And you can see that this entire thing over here is getting a little bit overcrowded. Now, because I'm a master at paint and I know how paint works, I can just press this funny little button over here. That means that I can expand and then move down, and then I can see, and look, now I have a new, fresh worksheet to draw on with my pencil. And then I can... I promise that this is not PP. It is not a penis. It is a pencil. Pencil. And you can tell it's a pencil because it has a pointed tip. And it has the lines down it. But oh god, it looks like a girthy dick. It also has no ball. It has no balls, so it's not a penis. And I know this because I know this because I am a man. I am a man. I don't remember what the male symbol. Yeah, I'm a man. That's female. So guys, I'm trans. And it's clear evidence that I am trans, and that is why I am so inclusive, because as a whole, you know, I'm very accepting of woke, and you know, like, hold on, I need more writing space. I'm woke, and that is because I'm just very inclusive of the entire thing, you know. Because it makes me happy. It makes me happy when I'm my you know, let me just add a little nose here. It makes me very happy and evil. Because I control the government and the weather. And they really can't stop me. They can't. But don't worry guys, don't worry. I'm very pro-Palestine. I don't know how to spell Palestine, so you're just gonna P. So like that's Palestine right there. But like, if you see here, I got big old luscious lips. I got big old luscious lips, and that's because I'm a trans woman. All trans women have thick, luscious lips, and I'm an expert at this because I kiss a lot of trans women right on the lips, and I go, mm. I go, mm. Mm. If you can't tell, guys, this is a mm, and I know this because I've been working on MS Paint for the past 12 years. And that makes me an expert at MS Paint. Kill you. He's killing you. MS Paint, you know, guys, and it's when you think about it, it's much better than Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop. Because Adobe Photoshop costs money. And money is greed. And greed is the root of all evil. That's a little math joke. And you know, I'm very good at math. Because I had an A level in math, and I did that for 3 years, guys. I got that A level for 3 years, and do you know what I got on that? I got a fucking E, which stands for evil, which really just loops you back. It really loops you back to my previous point that I'm evil. All the way back to being woke. Because I'm inclusive to all races and gay. But you know, women. I've been an incel for 3 years now. How many times am I gonna write the number 3? How many times? Just like years. You know, I've been an incel. I've hated women, and it's because I'm a fucking loser. And that's because the Has Been Hotel song, you know, which that takes place in hell. That song really resonated with me because they go, "Who's a baby? Who's a goddamn baby?" Because there's this guy called a husk, and when you think of a husk, you think, oh, it's a shell of what you are meant to be, which is how I figured out that I was trans. Because I was like, wow, I'm such a shell of a person, and then I realized that me being a woman makes me feel quite happy, which then led to me being, gay people are okay, which then made me woke. But it's okay, because I stopped being woke, and I went, in puberty. And that made my voice all good. That made my voice really good. Voice good. And that really just opened my eyes to a whole new world of like possibilities. And it really just opened up the big picture here. And it made me really proud and happy, and I felt good. And that's why I watched Wicked in theater, and they have witches in there, and they're lesbians, but it was really poorly written. And for some reason, they looked up the script and they went, "Oh yeah, this is good," but it wasn't good. It was bad. Do you know what else is bad? People telling me to switch off Jeff. Because I know. Shark. Okay? It was taught to me by my great-grandpappy. I'm a second generation Jeff main. I know how to play Jeff. He worked at Marvel Rivals, and he taught me the way of the fin, the way of the num 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 num. And that's a shock right there. That's that's a shock. And you know, bringing it back, I'm so good at paint because I learned how to expand my drawing space, and that's really fucking big. and I could keep doing this forever. And then, like, do you know what else is for? Fantastic right now. Fantastic. Because Fantastic is... Fantastic is stretchy, and he can stretch really long. And he can grab people, and he can throw them off the edge, and he can throw them off the edge by jumping and looking backwards at the same time. And it'll launch them really far, all the way off the edge of the map and die because they got launched off the edge of the map. I think I'm losing my mind. Sorry guys, I just needed a sip of water because water is very nutritional, and I like to say hydrated, which is also really healthy. Me. You can tell as I gradually. Can you see right here? Right here, the guys. That was the beginning of my sanity losing. But then as soon as it got worse, I got it expanded and it got bigger. And that's because as I gained more pain, it got harder for me to write on the board because the agonizing pain, which I also mentioned right down here, makes it harder for me to write on the board because I'm losing concentration. Because my brain, this is what my brain looks like right now because of how much pain I'm in. I'm missing an entire gland on my brain stem. But it's all because of the pain. The pain is rotting away at my brain. It's rotting. It's a rotten boy. Is okay? Really an accurate way to describe someone? We're now on a 12-game loss streak and it's lose, 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 lose. You can't win them all. Doing so bad, but you're but don't say toxic, being toxic is bad. Toxic is bad. It's always bad and wrong. Then you gotta go bad, bad, bad. Now. Oh, see, guys, that's the natural bodily function from a man. The thing is, I'd like to imagine a world where I was happy in my house right now and I wasn't going through my second puberty. I just got the blood, and blood is something that normally stays inside. Inside of the human body. Mine is outside the human body in a big old pool. Because I keep on coughing it up. I keep on. I'm coughing up the blood, and I'm going, oh, it's so much blood, and it's pooling onto the ground, and it's going, ouchie, ouchie, and that's very bad for the human body to be doing. That's very bad. And it's also wrong. It's wrong. It's rotten. And that's because maybe I inhaled something toxic. Possibly something to do with the rats. Because the rats are filled with disease. And now it's really quite simple because rats started the plague, which wiped out quite a lot of Europe. And now the rats are inside of me. So now the rats are wiping out 90% of me. I just cut off like a lot of my board. 90% of me is dead. And it's agonizing. So I'm in agony. And it pains me. Yeah, that's what we're doing.